Abacha lè ń bá ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kí gbogbo ẹ̀ fọ́ ó dìtàn eléyìí náà ti wà ń bẹ̀ báyìí ẹ wo dọ́là tó náírà ẹ wo everything cement kan almost 4,000 kò sí ní tẹ́ máa pè é sí báyìí iná kò sí omi kò sí epo wàhálà ẹ tún wá wo ìpànìyàn ẹ̀rù ó máa bà ẹ́ láti lọ ibi tó bá jìnnà Nàìjíríà báyìí kì í ṣe pé kàn travel lọ 10 miles ní àgbẹ̀ ò lè lọ sóko mọ́ àgbẹ̀ tí ò ní ṣe méjì ó lọ tó bá lọ oko ẹ̀rù ó bá ti rí èèyàn kan láyé ẹjọ́ la máa ń ṣe síra wa òfé tó ti wà ń bẹ́ yẹn ó bá ti gbọ́ rẹ̀ nu abẹ́rún nísìnyí ṣùgbọ́n àgbẹ̀ ò lè lọ rí atawámọ́ lóko torí pé ẹ̀rù Fúlàní ń bà wọ́n ó lè rin 5 kilometre tó wá ti ń lọ síwájú tó ti rí mọ́tò wájú àsáré park ni. This is problem in Nigeria.
On the norms, no church in Ekpoma is like this church. That the churches here celebrate fraud. And according to what the priest said, because we're trying to ask him questions to make sure that we don't go astray. He said we can take the money to any church and spread and nobody will ask us any question. We're asking him, how do we renew the sacrifice? He said, during our birthdays, we should kill cow and invite a lot of people to come and eat. Pay the money, lavish the money, and we should not be greedy with it.
Mo lọ kí pastor kan níjọ́ kan mo rí pé àwọn kan fọ wọ́n ráǹdì ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ń gbàdúrà fún ọmọ kékeré ó páàkì mọ́tò ńlá kan síta máa kí irú àdúrà wo náà ń gbà wọ́n ní àdúrà káwọn kọ́ọ̀tì mọ́ bàa pa ní wọ́n padà pa. Ìwọ tó pastor tó ń gbàdúrà fún ọmọ tí kọ́ọ̀tì lémi kọ́ọ̀tì ò ṣe wá lémi Ọlọ́run fúnra ẹ̀ láwà bẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tí ó nínánú tí iṣẹ́ ti ń jókòó sínú aeroplane inú AC kẹndùkẹndù bí ó ṣe orí àpáta ní àbíbí tí gbogbo wa ò bá lọ kò sí ó ní bí àwọn èèyàn mi tí wọ́n bá rí ara wọn sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n wá ojú mi ó ní èmi ó sì wọlé wọn sàn so kò sí bó ṣe le tó náà Ọlọ́run sì wà lẹ́yìn Nàìjíríà. ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bá ti sọ afọ́jú ló ń wakọ̀ àwọn odi ló ń ṣe kọ̀ǹdọ́ so ó jẹ́ kí ẹ rí pé situation bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó kù sí ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run báyìí.
ó kù sí ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ẹ.
yes bí bàbá ayé wa ti sọ ológun ré kọjá lọ ayé ń rojọ́ kiri òṣèlú ló tún dé ibẹ̀ o ìgbélára yé ń ké òtítọ́ nílé mọ́ irọ́ lára yé ń fẹ́ òdodo rí bí ìgbà o ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ti borí ayé
àmọ́nà
Jésù bá dé láyé yìí tó lè tòrò àfi tí Jésù bá dé láyé yìí tó lè dára àmọ́nà tètè má àfi kí àmọ́nà dé wo ìgbà ayé Abacha ta ni ó mú Abacha ó lọ́wọ́ abọ́ka kí ológun òun ò sì ní resign gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ tó lọ sẹ́ńgbà yẹn gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ sọ pé òun ni àwọn ọ̀dẹ́n àwọn fún ní candidate.
5 political parties.
yes pé àwọn ò ní presidential aspirant àwọn ti gbé fún Abacha táwọn ní ó lè láti kakí ó mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá ní ká lọ dìbò kò ní dìbò ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run dé ọba ṣèyí wù ú torí kò sẹ́ni tó ní Abacha ò ní di ààrẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló sùn tí ò jí.
wọn náà ní ikú dúró sí fèrèsé ẹ̀ ní pé ikú yẹn wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wíńdò ẹ̀ nísìnyí.
so ikú tó pàǹjà yẹn náà á padà bẹ Ọlọ́run bí ó wàá mú eléyìí náà lọ torí kíní ń le jù.
ṣé bó le jù bá ṣe wò lọ.
ó ń le jù epo wọn ohun gbogbo wọn ọkùnrin ò kíá tí ẹ gan agídí pálí tí ẹ ju anybody lọ́wọ́ lè bá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run tó mú Nebukadnesari tó mú àwọn èèyàn ńláńlá tó mú Fáráò ẹ̀ta ni ó mú Fáráò Ọlọ́run fúnra ẹ̀ láwà abẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tí ó nínánú tí iṣẹ́ ti ń jókòó sínú aeroplane inú AC kẹndùkẹndù bí ó ṣe orí àpáta ní àbíbí tí gbogbo wa ò bá lọ kò sí oníbí àwọn èèyàn mi tí wọ́n bá rí ara wọn sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n wá ojú mi ó ní èmi ó sì wọlé wọn sàn so kò sí bó ṣe le tó náà Ọlọ́run sì wà lẹ́yìn Nàìjíríà Abacha lè ń báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kí gbogbo ẹ̀ fọ́ ó dìtàn òhèlè náà ti wà ń bẹ̀ báyìí ẹ wo dọ́là tó náírà ẹ wo everything cement come almost 4,000 kò sí ní tẹ́ máa pè é sí báyìí iná kò sí omi kò sí epo wàhálà ẹ tún wá wo ìpànìyàn ẹ̀rù ó máa bà ẹ́ láti lọ ibi tó bá jìnnà Nàìjíríà báyìí kì í ṣe pé kàn travel lọ 10 miles ní àgbẹ̀ ò lè lọ sóko mọ́ àgbẹ̀ tí ò ní ṣe méjì ó lọ tó bá lọ oko ẹ̀rù ó bá ti rí èèyàn kan láyé ẹjọ́ la máa ń ṣe síra wa òfé tó ti wà ń bẹ́ yẹn ó bá ti gbọ́ rẹ̀ nu abẹ́rún nísìnyí ṣùgbọ́n àgbẹ̀ ò lè lọ rí atawá mọ́ lóko torí pé ẹ̀rù Fúlàní ń bà wọ́n ó lè rin 5 kilometre tó wá ti ń lọ síwájú tó ti rí mọ́tò wájú àsáré park ni. This is problem in Nigeria. The bandits, the kidnapping. Tẹ́ bá wo recently mo pe ọ̀gá ológun kan láìpẹ́ yìí mo ní ṣe Ṣèkárà ó ti kú ó ló ti kú the main Abubakar bí wo ni tí tó terrorize Boko Haram olóyè
Abura Yashikawo tó ti kú bí mẹ́rin tẹ́lẹ̀
mẹ́rin mo ní this time around lágbájá ṣé ọkùnrin ti kú ó ló ti kú ó dàgbà àwọn ẹgbẹ́ kan náà pa ẹgbẹ́ amújẹmújẹ míì iswap ọ̀nà pa náà bá a bá gbàdúrà dáadáa ogun ẹ̀yìn lè kọjú síra wọn ṣe bí ọmọ Israeli orí country márùn ló dìde sí Israeli márùn Jehoshaphat ló jẹ́ olórí wọn gbà yẹn ṣe ló lọ bá Ọlọ́run kí lọ́lọ́ ní ẹ̀sà ẹ máa kọrin yìí ogun ẹ̀yìn sì ó sì jà wọ́n sì bẹ̀ sí ń pa ara wọn àwọn kan kọrin lásán ẹ̀wùjọ tí Jericho wò ó Jericho náà lógun tí wọ́n ń bí olójọ́ méje kan sábà kan mọ́ ó dì yẹn sì wó tìpìlẹ̀ Ọlọ́run sì wà síbẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ṣe ló dàbẹ̀ pé àtẹ̀tí fi Ọlọ́run yẹn sílẹ̀ mùsùlùmí òdodo wà kírísítẹ́nì òdodo wà ṣùgbọ́n ẹnu wọn lè má tọrọ pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run Nàìjíríà sì máa dáa
àmín sà
torí kò síbi tá a fẹ́ lọ àwọn ò lè lọ lóyìnbó a lè lọ anywhere ní òde lóyìnbó rí.
ó ní Nàìjíríà yìí ti gbogbo wa ní kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́
torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká pawọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan kí n gbé kẹ́yìn gbé kò síbi táwọn fẹ́ lọ àwọn tó lọ ìrìn àjò náà wọ́n á padà wálé so wọ́n á máa wò pé tọ̀ ilé náà làbọ̀ ìsinmi oko so àwọn táwọn ń bí àwa iná là á máa gbìyànjú àwa ò lè gbébọn ṣùgbọ́n a lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu nítorí pé gbogbo ogun civil war tí wọ́n ń jà káàkiri agbọ́pọ̀rí tébù bí ọ̀rọ̀ lásán náà ti parí ẹ̀ wọn fìbọn parí wọn even ogun Hitler all war round table náà jókòó sí Àbúrì ní Ghana náà ti parí ti Nàìjíríà they talk so ọ̀rọ̀ táwa náà ní lágbára Nàìjíríà sì máa dá so n ta kan ní pé a need àdúrà ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé Nàìjíríà máa dá.
pé Nàìjíríà máa dá ẹni káwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tòótọ́ kàn jáde síta. kàn jáde tí bá a ṣe fìpè síta yìí kí apẹ̀rẹ̀ àwàjọ àtọ̀ fáwọn ológbò ní o àwọn
olóṣùgbò àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà pásítọ̀ tí ń sán bàǹtẹ́ kì í sàwọn yẹn o bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́wájú Olúwa onídàáyẹn lóhùn o kódà kan mọ́ ju 100 lọ kan kún wọn síbì kan wọ́n gbàdúrà ebi ṣe kò kọ́ńtì o kò tó Ọlọ́run mì ó ní gbogbo ayé ta tó pọ̀ ẹ́ ó dàbí ẹ̀kan omi nínú drum bí ayé ṣe rí yẹn ó jókòó lọ́rùn ó wá fi ayé ṣe ìtìsẹ́ rẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o ó ní nínú ẹ̀ sáyọ́ ní gbogbo ayé bá a ti tó bí a drop of water níwájú ẹ̀ so kò sí tí o mọ̀ ó lágbára láti ṣe ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí ọmọ ò bá lọ bá bàbá ń gbà mí pé bàbá ẹbí ń pa mí bàbá ló ní bread ló ní iṣu ló pọnù stọ ẹ ṣùgbọ́n mo ń rìn rádaràdà káàkiri ebi lè pa á so bàbá padà sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run who is Buhari àwọn lọ sí bàjọ́ tí Ọlọ́run ò lè yí lọ́kàn padà tó bí ayé bó ṣe ń lọ etí a ò bá gba àdúrà dáadáa ẹnìkan pè mí láti other country pé ká máa kí Kristẹni máa gbàdúrà o pé Chad and Niger Republic wọ́n fẹ́ reinforce àwọn bandits kan wá tí wọ́n fẹ́ Islamize Nàìjíríà mo ní ìyẹn olójú ogun ló ń wà báyìí
wọ́n fẹ́ gba ilẹ̀ wa
wọ́n fẹ́ Islamize wọ́n á kó wọn wọlé àwọn ìbọn kan wà tó sò sí mi ó lóun fẹ́ sákò nítorí pé ibẹ̀ yẹn le jù so kí ni tó dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kì í ṣe pé ìsìn ni ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn ìjọba yìí ti ń gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́ lórí ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kọ́ńtírì ó dẹ̀ ń bọ̀ àwọn láńdẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ àwọn tá a jẹ́ ọmọ Ọlọ́run ẹ má jẹ́ ká sùn o nílẹ̀ yìí ni àbí lókè òkun nítorí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wà lókè òkun náà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń sá lọ sókè òkun ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀ní bàbá ń bí ọ̀ní ìyá ń bí ọ̀lẹ́gbọ̀n ọ̀làbúrò gbogbo fámìlì náà kọ́ ló ń lọ bí kẹ́gbọ́n lọ kábúrò wà ń bí kábúrò lọ kí ìyá wà ń bí so definitely torí pé ilé náà làbọ̀ sí mi kó gbogbo wa iná làájọ pawọ́pọ̀ táàjọ wa tún country ṣe but àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run most especially àdúrà ní ọ̀rọ̀ wa kan báyìí.
ǹjẹ́ ilé sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ìfẹ́ tó sọnù nínú ìjọ tí àwọn ìránṣẹ́ ọ̀hún tó ń gbájúmọ́ owó tó ń gbájúmọ́ ọlà tó ń gbájúmọ́ real estate àti school tó ń dẹ̀ preach ìfẹ́ wọn bóyá òun náà ló tún jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ Ọlọ́run kan bọ́ sínú ìyà àti ìlà ìlú.
ó wà níbẹ̀ àtúnṣe rẹ̀ ó wà nínú ọwọ́ àwa ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run most especially mo ti máa ń sọ owó ọ̀pọ̀ ò lè sọ pé ìgbàlà mọ́ ìgbàlà ọ̀fẹ́ la mú wá tí Jésù fẹ́ jẹrẹ̀ sí ní Calvary ìgbàlà ọ̀fẹ́ la mú wá o ẹ wá gba ìgbàlà ọ̀fẹ́ o ní most alàgbà sọ ọ̀rọ̀ gbàlà ọkàn mọ́ mo wo fídíò kan láìpẹ́ yìí ní Celestia kan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ níbí ni tí àwọn ọmọ Yahoo méjì kan.
ìfàsà a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ fi fídíò yẹn kan hàn yín báyìí níbí báyìí ẹ má bínú pé àkíyèsí yín sí because a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ iṣẹ́ yín pamọ́ ẹ wò fídíò yẹn náà mà rí sáà.
okay yes.
wọ́n máa ń da owó sókè sí.
nínú ilé Ọlọ́run.
ẹ̀wọ̀n olùṣọ́ tó fọwọ́ pa wọ́n lára pẹ̀lú àmùrè nídìí.
lámùrè náà wọ́n ń sa owó
rí nǹkan tó ń ṣe.
nínú ilé Ọlọ́run sórí
láwọn obìnrin tó ń ya
obìnrin
tó ń jù níbẹ̀ sá.
orí olùṣọ́ àbọ̀lùṣọ́ kan ní blue white
náà ni ẹ sá.
tí ń kówó olùṣọ́ tó yẹ kó wà nù pẹpẹ.
wo ìmí tún rèé ó tún kúnlẹ̀ ni ló tún da owó yẹn bolẹ̀ bí ìgbà tí àṣà bá tó bá fọmọ ẹdìyẹ ṣeré. nǹkan tó ó bà á lẹ́rù nígbà tá a rí o. the same video náà ni.
ok.
ẹ̀rọ ẹni náwó yẹn nù.
ok
nínú gbá.
yes.
àwọn olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ló ń bá wọn kó.
olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
àbí sá lè pa wọn lè lólùṣọ́ ewúrẹ́ àti olùṣọ́ ajá ni.
olùṣọ́ owó.
aṣọ dúdú lọmọ ìmọ̀ àti wọnú ìjọ mímọ́.
ìjọ sẹ̀lẹ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ wáṣọ dúdú.
ọmọ yahoo yìí máa wọṣọ dúdú.
ó wọ bẹ̀ tí wọn ò sì lè sọ̀rọ̀.
ẹ wo pẹpẹ ìjọ.
pẹpẹ rèé.
ẹ wo àwọn alàgbà. ẹ wo yahoo ọmọ dúdú yìí nínú aṣọ dúdú.
aṣọ dúdú.
tí wọ́n wò bọ̀nàbọ̀nà bí olè.
wọ́n fọ́n owó. náà owó níná ní owó dára ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe owó báyìí ẹlòmíì máa sunkún lọlé nítorí owó ẹ̀ torí pé ebi ń pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ká náwó gan nínú ilé Ọlọ́run ń bo Jésù ti náwó tó wọ sínágọ́gù ẹ máa ń pè Jésù máa wọlé Jésù máa bọ̀ wá o Jésù máa bọ̀ tí Jésù.
ọmọ Mary máa wọlé máa raba ọmọ Joseph máa wọlé máa raba.
ibo la ti rí ọmọ wèrè kan tó kọrin ẹ̀mí báyìí tí kọrin wọn ní Yahoo. no níbi tí ibi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí mo sì mọ̀ pé àwọn olórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà wọ́n ń wo tí shepherd ń ṣe ó yẹ kí wọ́n sanction wọn.
tí
wọ́n jẹ́ tí ó yẹ kí wọ́n ti chọ́ọ̀chì yìí. now àṣàbí tó yẹ pé a máa sọ̀rọ̀ kíní wọ́n ti bà kíní jẹ́. so now what kí ni ibo náà ti rí Jésù tó náwó níbẹ̀lì tó wá tí wọ́n ń fọ́ owó bí wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé tọ̀ èèyàn lè ṣiṣẹ́ ogún owó ẹ̀ kó ríru eléyìí.
ó dẹ̀ máa ná yàrá yòó.
ó dẹ̀ máa ná kólùsọ wá kú òun pẹpẹ olùsọ wá ṣàwọ́dé.
àwọn ọmọ 21 year plus.
21 year ó béèrè pé bó ló ti rí owó yìí mo lọ kí pásítọ̀ kan níjọ́ kan mo rí pé àwọn kan wọ́n ráǹdì ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ń gbàdúrà fún ọmọ kékeré ó páàkì mọ́tò ńlá kan síta mọ́ kí irú àdúrà wo náà ń gbà wọ́n ní àdúrà káwọn kóòtù mọ́ bàa pa ni wọ́n padà pa. ìwọ tó pásítọ̀ tó ń gbàdúrà fún ọmọ tí kóòtù lémi kóòtù ò ṣe wá lémi ọmọ 22 years tó gbé fẹ́ǹsà wá sí.
my Lord Jesus Christ.
tó wà ní gbàdúrà fún pé àwọn kan ń léwu káàkiri.
wọ́n fi kú lé kiri.
wọ́n fi kú lé mú ọ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ni.
lójú ọ̀run àti lójú ayé.
kí ni iṣẹ́ rẹ bí ní gbàdúrà fún ọ kí ni iṣẹ́ rẹ tí kóòtù lé ọ káàkiri ẹ̀yin náà wá sowọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀ wá ń gbàdúrà fún tí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sọ pé bó ṣe wù ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tó ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ò ní lọ láì jìyà.
kò sí amount of conspiracy.
kò no conspiracy kò sí nothing èyí ò lọ láì jìyà pé o ò lè ṣe Yahoo jọ ń ṣe iná omi ń lo girlfriend ẹ̀ ọmọ èèyàn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ owó ń bí èèyàn lè mú 10 million 20 million kó fi ràn yàn lọ́wọ́ tẹ́nibọ́dì ò ní mọ̀ eléyìí tí bẹ́ẹ̀ lè sọ nínú ìwé Matthew ní pé owó ń tó oore tó bá fẹ́ ṣe má jẹ́ kó hàn sí gbangba.
Matthew 6:1-4.
Matthew 6:1-4 bọ́ ọ fẹ́ gba àwẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ pé ọ gba àwẹ̀ kì í ṣe pé àṣàbẹ̀dàkùn má bí mi question jò mò ń gba àwẹ̀ o àṣàbẹ̀dàkùn rọra bí mi question orí àwẹ̀ ń dà mí láàmú wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ bọ́ ṣètọ́rí àánú onítọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún bá ṣe owó òsì ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ it's not bad pé kéèyàn náwó sílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run but not this type of ìnáwó. flamboyant ìnáwó stupid wèrè ní sẹ́wùsẹ́ páàdì church. I'm sure àwọn ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá ń gbọ́ mi yẹ kàn wá àwẹ̀ lọ kàn lọ sanction irú àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún àbí tó ẹgbẹ́ òbí òní bàbá àṣàlẹ̀ àwọn Yahoo
ọ̀nà parí iṣẹ́ yẹn iṣẹ́ pẹpẹ fáwọn ìyàwó.
so wọn
gbà má bí mi.
owó wa dáhùn.
iṣẹ́ gbà má bí mi.
ó wá ná ó wá ń ju bẹ́ẹ̀lì olùsọ wa kú òun pẹpẹ ó wá lọ rọ owó wá síbí.
wọ́n rọ owó yẹn sábẹ́ sùtánà.
wọ́n rọ sùtánà wọ́n sùtánà kó ọkọ̀ odidi tó yẹ kó wà nù pẹpẹ lọ́mọ náwó báyìí ṣé chọ́ọ̀chì náà dá sórí nǹkan kan wà kì í ṣe pé bóyá àwa náà ti perfect àbí we are all in all bí Paul àfẹsọ ní kì í ṣe pé wọ́n mi ti tẹ̀ ẹ́ ná ṣùgbọ́n àwa náà ń lépa not that we are perfect but kíní kan wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n pè ní wọ́n pọ̀ báyẹn ní ọba Aláàfin bu alámọ̀ nínú ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ ọba Aláàfin can do and undo ó lè gé orí èèyàn kò sí tí ó lè ṣe ní ìgbà ìwáṣẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n yan àwọn ìjòyè kan bíi méje àwọn là ń pè ní ògbóni àwọn yẹn ní náà ní agbára to check and balances the power of Aláàfin bí president ṣe wà nísìnyí náà senate wa ni ò dáa ó ju senate sábẹ́ ni senate náà ni ó ṣe checks and balances fún ààrẹ mọ̀nà iye báyìí nìkan náà lọ bí ọ̀gbọ́dọ̀ sọ nǹkan báyìí kódà bọ́ travel wọ́n gba permission lọ́wọ́ wọn but now those checks and balances are not there ohun tí àwa fi wà ní in Christendom náà we just serve as checks and balances kì í ṣe pé we are perfect but at least àwọn ọgbọ́n wọ̀ pé àwọn pípì yóò sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n gbé wa o ọba lọ ṣe dáadáa wọ́n gbé wa o irú owó tá a ná ní ìsìnmáì mọ̀ pé lẹ́yìn nísìn bàbá ọ̀sọ̀ fọ́ padà wò ó bàbá á sì ráhùn tí ó lọ gbé mẹ́sẹ̀gì fún bàbá ọ̀sọ̀ pé tọ̀ ẹ wo nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ yín ń ṣe nínú chọ́ọ̀chì tá a bá sọ nísìnyí next one nísìnyí gbogbo owó chọ́ọ̀chì máa pọ̀ ọmọ yahoo nù ọmọ yahoo ní ó fi máa ṣe alága àkórè torí wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n wà ní every street wọ́n kàn máa fún envelope ní wá ní gbogbo nǹkan tọ̀kan sí mo tún fẹ́ kọ́ ṣe jù báyìí lọ mo tún fẹ́ kọ́ ṣe jù báyìí lérò tó pé mo tún fẹ́ kọ́ ṣe jù báyìí lọ wọ́n máa fún owó yẹn so àní mú àwọn èèyàn ọmọ yahoo ni ó kù táàtún máa fi ṣàlágà
wọ́n máa di VIP.
wọ́n máa gbé Yahoo Boys ní so yóò máa gbé èèyàn pa kó lè kó wá sí chọ́ọ̀chì ilé shepherd tó ṣe léyìí ó yẹ kí wọ́n kọ́ṣẹ́ láti òkè láti ọ̀dọ̀ láti mẹ́kọ́ àbíbó ló wà. láti Kétu kan pé kan discipline kan kó lọ sílé fún.
kan withdraw ẹ̀ kan fẹ́ lomi síbẹ̀.
kan fẹ́ lomi síbẹ̀ kó lè serve as lesson if not wàá rí pé ìkórè ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nísìn àwọn 1st June ti lọ àwọn kékèké bá ti lọ ìkórè ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ń lọ títí di ọdún nìyẹn Yahoo ni ó máa pè wọ́n ní nígbà tí church yẹn ṣe ìkórè ìjọ ni wọ́n rí tó 10 million ọmọ Yahoo náà pé àwọn náà máa wọ ọmọ Yahoo káàkiri ọmọ Yahoo náà bá rówó mọ́ yóò máa gbé àwọn ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ tí ń pè náà yóò padà máa tàn wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà máa náwó fún náà ní máa tàn kò yẹ ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ owó rẹ̀ kó náwó báyìí mo wo fíìmù Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí kan ọba ṣe Yahoo rá máa ṣe Yahoo lọ ó kọrin fún ní Yahoo.
ó yà mí lẹ́nu pé irú Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí yẹn lè ṣubú láti orí òkè ńlá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wá sí sàlẹ̀ láti máa kọrin fún àwọn
Yahoo gbogbo ayé lórí wọ́n ṣe Yahoo lọ ọmọ nínú chọ́ọ̀chì pé Ọlọ́run máa gbà fún ọ wọ́n sá ti máa yan Ọlọ́run lógo máa ṣe Yahoo lọ yóò máa gbà fún ọ lọ kí Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí ní kéèyàn máa ṣe Yahoo Ọlọ́run sì máa gbà fún lọ so what is Yahoo? Is it legitimate work? Is it legitimate work? Okay, scamming. Kó lówó nísìn kan. You see? Kó bá ṣe Yahoo lọ sá máa ṣe
ó ní tó bá ń ṣe Yahoo tó dáa máa yan Ọlọ́run
tó
bá ṣe Yahoo tó dáa tó ní Yahoo tó dáa àti Yahoo
tí ò dáa so máa yan Ọlọ́run sá máa yan Ọlọ́run Yahoo
ẹnìkan ló lanu nígbà
pé ṣé ló torí ọdún kéjì wọn ṣe Yahoo lọ.
Praise the Lord. The thing is, most of you keep talking to each other like side talks and keep murmuring. But the thing is, you can't tell until someone in your family falls victim of it. I've been into cybercrime for 2 years now, and unknowing to anybody because I'm the most quiet child among my parents' children. So they trust me and they don't think that such a thing will come from me. So after the 2 years, we were summoned to Daddy's office when I was asked by an elder if I was into fraud, which I said yes. So after that, we left the office and I had to go home. We went home and I had to go back to school, knowing fully well that school has not resumed yet. So when I went to school, I met 4 new persons. That's my roommate, my former roommate, and a friend of ours. So we went to Uromi in Ondo State for money rituals. When we went there, at first, the 2 of them went without me. So when they got there, the man told them to bring the sum of 300,000 naira. That once we're able to get that amount, he's going to perform the rituals for us, and we don't need to kill anybody and nobody's going to die. That's what they told us. So when they went, they came back and they told me the whole thing. I said, okay. The truth is, I've been nursing such an idea in my mind, but I needed someone to make the step, then I'll follow. So we went for it. We started looking for that 300 to 250,000 naira for days, and we were not able to get any. So we went back to the man to complain that, Baba CEO, we find the money, we know they feed the Siam. So he looked at us, he laughed, then he asked us to go back and try our best to make sure we get the money. So we went back. On the 10th of February, that was on Wednesday, which was my birthday, we had the money. I had to use my phone as a collateral to collect the money from someone. That if I'm not able to pay back, he should sell the phone. So we got the money and we went back. The first day, when we got to the place, the man asked us to remove 200,000 naira from the 300,000 naira that we went along with. He brought it out. He asked for the eldest among us. He gave the money to the eldest among us that he should dust the top of the money and the 2 sides. That after dusting the money, he should pick from the middle, which the guy did. So it was like that till it got to my turn. So they were picking 12, 13, 17, and when it got to my turn, from the middle I collected 29,000 naira. So he asked us to write our name down.
And that's 29 years. And when you get to 29 years, it will go. Go ahead.
So he asked us to write our name down in a piece of paper. I wrote my name. I gave it to him. Then we all gave the money to him back with our names on it. He added it back to the bunch, tied it with a red piece of paper and a black thread. So why he tied it to with a black thread? He spoke to the idol. The idol spoke back to him. We dey hear the sound, but now in the interpret they give us. So he asked the idol that why is he not seeing anything? The idol said he should change the thread from black to red, which he told us, and he did. So when he changed the thread to red, he asked us to go outside. We went outside with him. He burnt the 200,000 naira before our very own eyes. When he burnt the money, he asked his son to put the money inside, to grind the money to ashes and put it inside and bring it inside the shrine. So the son brought the money. He put the money inside a red piece of cloth, tied it with a red thread, and he gave it to us that every 12 midnight we should wake up with 4 candles, dress, take off our clothes and pray. Then after praying we should sleep. So we noticed that anytime we are praying, something used to fly around the room, the roof, and something will be hitting the ceiling. So we kept on doing it that way. So he asked us to buy ram, a piece of clothes, and Ghana must go each. And he asked us how much we needed. I said, for me, as long as I don't want anybody to be richer than any of us that is here, that is nobody, like our mates shouldn't be richer than us, the four of us, that I need more than 150 million. He said that is too small. Then I said, okay, since that is small, I need the kind of money that not my mates or anybody older than me cannot compete with. So he said, okay. So after that day, we went back around 6 to the place. When we got there, he asked us to take off our clothes and tie the red and the white material around our waist and on our head, which we did. So he asked the others to kill the ram, and we helped in holding the ram. He marked us with some blood, with the blood of the ram, placed the blood into buckets of water, asked us to use to bathe. They cut out the tongue of the ram, gave it to us with alligator pepper to eat. So after those things, it was time to get the money. He said he made a mistake, that since we're 4, that we have to take the ashes back home and do the prayer again for 2 more days, which we did. So after the prayer, we went back for the final day to collect the money as instructed. So when we got there, it was time. We went around 5. He said we should wait a bit, that anything he's doing here is spiritual, that you don't just come and go in. So we waited. So some minutes after 5, he called us into the shrine, which we went. So he asked the elders to take the ashes to go before an idol and pray. Then after praying, he should arrange it inside a box. He did that. Then he asked us, the 4 of us, to go before the box and let's just be praying that we should tell the gods to bring the money and stuff like that, which we were doing. So while we were praying, he told his son that if he tells him to open the box, that he should open the box and help us arrange the money inside the Ghana must gold until all is filled up. So while we were there, immediately he asked his son to open the box. Something struck the son. The son fell down and went blind instantly. So he asked us to carry the son to the parlor. He did some incantation for the boy just to be there. He called us back into the shrine. When he called us back into the shrine, we were there. Then he spoke to the idol, telling the idol that this kind of thing has never happened before. And truly, the person that introduced us to the man has given us proof of persons that he has done things for, and they are living big in Ekpoma and everywhere. So he went to the idol and was telling the idol that this kind of stuff have not happened before, that why is this people on different? So the idol spoke to him, then he told us to kneel down. We knelt down. He said, who is the 3rd black person here? I said, it's me. He said I should stand up. I stood up. Then he said, who are your parents and where are they? I said, my parents are pastors and they are in Warri. He said, your parents are pastors and they are in Warri. I said, yes. He said, then he spoke to the idol. The idol told him to ask me, which God did they serve? I said,
hold on now. Alive finish.
I told him that my parents serve the real God. Then he looked at me. Then he asked for another person. He said, there's one of us here that was trying to travel abroad. Why did he not travel and stuff like that? So from there, at that point, I knew that everything has scattered. So he asked when he saw that he could not fulfill the ritual anymore, he asked for human heart, that we should get human heart. Then I asked him, I said, Baba, you told us that we are not going to kill anybody. How come human heart? He said we should get human heart. If not, we are going to die so time. Yeah, then he asked us to go. We left. While we were going, we started seeing some signs of death. Stones started falling in form of rain. Sand, everything, tipper, just trying to take our life to make sure we don't go back to Ekpoma. So, even to the extent that the bike man was like, which kind of rain be this one? I know if he carry on again. Oh. He dropped us and paid another bike to take us to our destination. He said he has not seen that type of rain before. So when we got home, we were unable to sleep. Sleepless night, we were unable to eat and stuff like that. So while we were crying and regretting our actions, my friends asked me, said, which church we go, if we go, may they pray for us. I told them that, see, on the norms, no church in Ekpoma is like this church. That the churches here celebrate fraud. And according to what the priest said, because we're trying to ask him questions to make sure that we don't go astray, he said we can take the money to any church and spread and nobody will ask us any question. We're asking him, how do we renew the sacrifice? He said, during our birthdays, we should kill cow and invite a lot of people to come and eat, pay the money, lavish the money, and we should not be greedy with it. Then while he was talking about the church,
all those money they are spraying on the road everywhere is to renew their life. Go ahead.
So while we were talking about the church, I told them, I said, we feel do that one for you, but we know if it one for my church for Warri, which is free indeed. I said because one, they don't accommodate fraudsters, not to talk of ritualists. So we had plans that if this money come, we'll go to Lagos, buy a house, just live big there and to Warri. So after that rain and everything, we were unable to sleep. So I told my friends that, see, I don't have any transport on me because we've used our last money to do this nonsense that we got ourselves involved with. That we should go back to Warri. So I called my mom called me already. She has been calling frequently. Seems like she has the sign or something like that. But I kept on telling them that I'm in school, I'm writing exam, either in school, exam hall, I'm at home. Sent me transport fare to come home. When she sent me transport fare to come home, I came home, I dropped my bag in the parlor and I excused her from the parlor to the room. I was trying to relate what then I discovered that I was not able to say anything. So I called the brother to come, which is Brother Lucky. He came and when I was trying to preach everything to him, I was giving a slap my left ear by an unknown person. But I knew
given slap by unknown person. Okay, go ahead. Why did they give you the slap?
Because I was trying to expose the secrets to him. So at that point, I told him that, see, I will not be able to say anything anymore here. That the only person I want to see right now is Pastor John Mark Igosotu. So while they were there, I noticed that they were manipulating them to delay. And the more they delay, the more I'm dying. And beside that, while we were coming from Ekpoma, the bus that we were supposed to enter, I told my friends that you guys should go, I'm coming, let me withdraw my transport fare. That very bus, when I got there, the bus got filled up by Valentine gifts and stuff like that. So we had to enter another one. On getting to Benin, we discovered that that bus had an accident. And an unknown number called me and was asking me what's my location. I was like, I'm in school, who is this person?
They want to know whether he died in that bus, himself and his friend.
So they asked of my friends. I said, my friends are here. He said, no, your friends are looking for you. I said, no, my friends are here. I had to give my friend the phone to talk to the man. He said, oh God, I may be Prosper. Are they here? Who you define? So he ended the call. When we got to Warri, after the slap and everything, we came to see that the Jomak, then he allowed me into his office. Then I narrated everything for him. Then he prayed for me. Then I discovered that after the prayer that Sunday, I was able to sleep. Unlike these past weeks, I was not able to sleep. Sleepless nights, couldn't eat. The only thing we eat is bread and Fanta. Not that the money was not there to eat, but you cannot eat and neither can you sleep. So we're just living like that and like that and like that until the prayer. He prayed for me and my friends. Then he asked me to tell them to come, which I told them. One felt sick and had to go back to Lagos. The other refused to come. Then one of them among the four, including myself, came to meet Daddy. So after that, I was able to live normal again like a human being. And before then, I used to smell like a dead person. But after the prayer, I started smelling like a normal human being.
You said when you were coming, they were all following you.
Yes. When we were coming, I noticed that we were escorted to Warri by demons, but nobody understood what was happening. Only the four of us. We knew that our chances to get into Warri was 50-50. We may arrive, we may not arrive. So I was not shocked when I discovered that the bus that was supposed to enter had an accident.
Because he was already to enter, he went to ATM. He went to ATM.
To withdraw.
So going to ATM to withdraw, he did not enter the bus. They already thought he has entered there. That was why they were calling him, "Where are you people?" Whereas those people that entered there fell on a ditch. Almost all of them almost died. So they want to be sure if he has also gone. According to him, when they were coming, the demons were following them until they got to
church, and they were not able to enter the church premises. The message is this: there is nothing, as in what we call Yahoo is a spiritual game. Like the chief priest told us, he said, when you're trying to eat with the devil, use a longer spoon. Until today, I'm trying to understand the meaning of that word. Then my message to the youth.
What you call Yahoo is what? Spiritual game. There's nothing like Yahoo.
Yes, he said it's a spiritual game.
Meaning Yahoo is a ritual.
Yes.
In other words, Oyibo people are now wise.
Yes, they are now wise, and those persons that are flaunting money and living big.
When you meet them, they are ritualists. They are what?
They are ritualists. So my message to the youth is that, and to everybody seated in this congregation, is that if anybody in Warri should die and go to hell, you have yourself to blame, because the truth is in Warri, which is God's Delight Gospel Assembly.